Yes, students, today we'll discuss our second topic, that is classification of drugs from the natural sources. Now, crude drugs, basically, what are crude drugs? Crude drugs are the drugs which are obtained from the plant or animal or mineral source as such in the raw form, except some processing like drying, size reduction, peeling, but not other processing. That is called a crude drug. Now, crude drug from plants is like clove, fennel, coriander. From animals, it is beeswax, honey, shark liver oil. From mineral sources, it is bentonite, talc. So, all these are crude drugs. Now, coming to the classification of the crude drugs. Now, crude drugs can be classified. There are two systems of classification. One is called as classified on the basis of organized and unorganized drugs. Now, organized drugs consist of parts of the plants. Okay. For example, belladonna, the leaves are the plant from the belladonna. Then epicarp plant, we obtain the roots of epicarp. So this is called organized drugs. Then comes unorganized drugs. Unorganized drugs, they does not contain any part of the plant, but it is basically the solid or a liquid material which is obtained from the plant. For example, gum, which is obtained from acacia. Then hing, which is used in our day-to-day life, hing, obtained from asafoetida. Catechu, obtained from Areca catechu. So these are all called unorganized drugs. Then the second classification is how we classify the drug is this, that is alphabetical classification. You can classify the drug on the basis of alphabetical way. Then second is biological or taxonomical classification. Third is morphological classification. Fourth is pharmacological classification or therapeutic classification. Fifth one is chemical classification, and the last one is chemotaxonomic classification. Now we will discuss these classification one by one. What are these? Now first one is alphabetical. Alphabetical classification is mostly used to categorize the drugs. Now what is alphabetical? We classify the drugs based upon their names, and we write it starting from A, and the last drug, the first drug starting from the word A until last, that is Z. So this is called a alphabetical classification. Here the crude drugs, they are classified on the based upon alphabetical names. The names can be Latin names or the vernacular name. Mostly this classification is used in our all these pharmacopeias, the dictionary. We can, if we know the drug, if we want to know about the name of the drug, if we want to know about detail of the drug, we should know the name, and we can use our dictionary. First part of the dictionary will contain drugs related to A, then starting from A, then will be B, then will be C. Okay, so we can easily find our concerned drug using dictionary or pharmacopoeia. So merit of this system is name of drug. Knowing the name of drug, we can just study that drug. But here it does not give any idea, that the disadvantage is does not give an idea whether the drug is organized or unorganized. Okay. But still it is widely used. Second system is biological or taxonomical system. Here what we do, we classify animal and the plant on the base upon species, which genus it belongs, which family it belongs, what is the order of the under which order that particular plant or animal belongs. For example, I'll give you for one drug called this fennel. Fennel, it belongs to class Angiosperma. Order is Umbelliferaceae. Family is Umbelliferae, and drug is basically fennel. Okay. Then now this system is does not take into account the chemical nature of the drug, and it also don't take into account the therapeutic use of the drug. Minerals can't be classified on this system. It does not give any information regarding whether the drug is organized or unorganized. So these are the demerits. Coming to the third system, that is the morphological classification. Here drugs are classified based on the parts of the plant or part of the animal from which it has been extracted. Especially it is used for the plants, like drugs obtained from bark, they are classified separately. Drugs obtained from fruit of the plant, they are classified separately. From wood, if it is taken, that drugs can be classified separately. This is called morphological classification. For example, from roots, basically this drug like Revolvia, Epicac, Aconite, it comes under roots. Then stem, ephedra is the stem part of the plant is used. Then bark, cinnamon, ashoka, bark is used. So this is the system of classification. By this system of classification, this system of classification is also used in one of the important book of pharmacognosy, which is called Textbook of Pharmacognosy by Wallis. It was firstly published in 1967. They have used morphological classification. Now it is coming to this merits. It's very convenient if we practically want to know about the drug. Then it will give us an idea of the source of the drug, from which part of the plant is important. It will also give us an idea whether the drug is organized or unorganized. But coming to the demerits, animals are very difficult to classify. Animals and minerals are difficult to classify. Classification, this system of classification will not reflect the chemical composition and the biological behavior of the fruit drug. Okay. Then the fourth system is called pharmacological therapeutic classification. In this classification, we have grouped the drugs based upon their therapeutic use. The drugs which are having same pharmacological action or therapeutic use, they are grouped separately under this system. For example, drugs acting on GIT like Cinchona, Fennel, Epicac. Then drugs acting on respiratory system, for example, opium, tea, licorice. Then drugs acting on cardiovascular system like Digitalis, Ergot, Revolvia, it comes under this. So this is also one of the system for classification of the drugs. Advantage, we can know pharmacological action of the drug under this system. But sometimes a same drug is having different pharmacological action, so we can't classify it here, like Nux vomica. Nux vomica is also a CNS stimulant, and it is also a bitter tonic. Similarly, Cinchona drug is also a bitter tonic. It is also a anti-malarial. So these types of drugs can't fit into this system. Sometimes drugs with having different mechanism of action, they are grouped together. No idea is given by for the organized or unorganized drug by this system of classification. Then is chemical classification. Here in chemical classification, the two drugs are classified on the basis of the chemical constituents. the chemical group, constituent group in which it belongs, like drugs containing alkaloids, they come under alkaloids. Then glycosides, then carbohydrate, volatile oil, fat, tannins. Okay. Now coming to advantage, we can know about the chemical constituents. So based on this system, but disadvantages are many. They will not give any idea about the source of the drug. Moreover, it will not give an idea about whether the drug is organized or unorganized. Then sometimes a drug is having two different types of chemicals, like nutmeg. Nutmeg drug is also having alkaloid as well as glycoside. Alkaloid and fat. I'm sorry. Nutmeg is having volatile oil and fat. Okay. Similarly, cinchona drug, it is having alkaloid as well as glycoside. You can't classify these drugs based on this system. Last is our chemotaxonomical classification. Now, with the advancement in the field, especially of the phytochemistry, it has come to the notice that there is an important relationship between position of the drug in taxonomy and the chemical nature of the drug. Okay, like if the drug is belonging to Umbelliferae family, the chemical constituent basically which is of use will be volatile oil. So this system can also be used to classify the drug. Under Umbelliferae we can use drugs having volatile oil. Okay. Gentinaceae family is having the chemical group related to bitter glycosides. So this is also a system which we can use for classification of. Thank you.